up, y'all? It's me, Erika, and we are down here. Peace, y'all. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Kodak energy. What's up, y'all? What the fuck is up, y'all? It's me, Erika. We are down here, honey. Yes. We down here, honey, to talk about, what is that? Oh, off of somebody's bike. Okay, we down here to talk about your man staring. Hey. It's looking like terrorists. Hey. We down here, honey. I'm vibing, honey. Somebody tried to say, okay, so you know how they have those little, you know how they have on the you know how they have on Twitter, somebody would be like 30 plus crew, post your pictures. I love a 30 plus. Yes. I love a 30 plus post. They say post your pictures. I'll be like, oh, your girl's damn near 50. Remember what I told y'all to do? Up your age. Up your age. See, they have you guys ashamed of growing older. Make your age higher than your chronological age, and you'll always look young, girl. Don't be no damn fool. Don't be no damn fool, girl. Yes. So we are down here. I need to talk about Real Housewives. Um, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is Kathy Hilton was on. Miss Kathy Hilton was on Watch What Happens Live, and they did a who is this person? Do you know this person? Right? Do you know this person? They put up Lizzo, Kathy Hilton, Miss Pasadena, Miss I wear my sunglasses in the house, Miss I act like I don't know what's going on. I act like the doll popping, martini drinking, unassuming ditzy housewife, a la Paris Hilton, who she learned it from, right? I don't know. I'm so rich. I don't know who anyone is. Oh, I thought Garcelle was Kyle. Oh. She's called Lizzo Precious. Not Gabby Sidibe, but Precious. That's how I know she was for real. She what that if you don't watch Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, you are going to think, oops, she made a mistake. She doesn't know because all black people look the same. No. Kathy Hilton likes to play a game with everybody in the room. She's the only one in on the joke. Maybe Kyle. Miss Pasadena knew what the fuck she was talking about. Trust me. She knew what she was talking about. She didn't mistake Lizzo for Precious. Don't buy that. We're not buying it. Give it back if you bought it. Go take it back and get your money back if you bought that shit. Because Kathy Hilton is not a dumb, unassuming, rich, drunk white woman. Nah. Rich, drunk white woman she might be. Unassuming and dumb, she's not. Okay? So know that was intentional. I just want to be clear on that. And if I already told y'all to like and subscribe and comment, let the diva know you stopped by. Okay. So we start off with boring ass PK and Dorit. I do like their relationship. I have to say, I do like the way they engage with each other. I do. He's getting his teeth done. After all these years, he got his teeth done. I was with him. Can you believe that she married me with my grill looking like this? Girl, what the fuck? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I know. I was gonna say I know that teeth are not like a real big important thing in different areas and regions of the world. But no, ma'am. Not with you should have been got your teeth done, PK. That with the money that you have, You should have been got your teeth done, little old man, little vet. He got his vet hat on. So homeless, not toothless. I said, what the fuck? I'm with who else? Who was that? Who else was like Kyle and Erika? I'm with them because I already said that's a dumbass name. Y'all need to change the name of your charity. I'm sorry, that is an awful name. I'm homeless. I'm not toothless. What? I was legitimately in my room trying to figure out another name for this charity because that name is horrible. Y'all like the name of that charity? I'm sorry. Did y'all think of any other names? Was I the only one trying to think of another name? Girl, is this thing okay? We're here. But yeah, I was like, girl, that name is horrible. Anyway, so she asked the dentist, she tells the dentist about it, of course, in hopes that he will donate a smile to someone. And so that's what he's going to do. So she invited him to that. Sutton and Crystal are having a conversation. They're sitting down at, was it Sutton's house? Where were they? Were they out? I think they were at Sutton's house. Yeah, I think they were at Sutton's house. She was telling her about how Lisa blew up at her house. She says she was really angry with me, but she does that when she has an audience. And I'm glad that Sutton said that because she did it again. She did it again at Dorit's house. And this time she had a full complete breakdown. And I think that was I think for me, I was like, Lisa, you better, because this behavior in front of these people, it is going to give validation to Sutton saying that you like an audience. So you better flip that around and be like, I'm just, acting out because of my mom's death. Like, I was like, okay, that's better, because now because at first the people were looking at you like, girl, what the fuck? This soap actress is over here just dramatic, yelling across the table. Everybody's like, you're at a charity announcement or whatever, and you out here yelling like that. Girl, you better break down. You better break down. And she did. I was like, okay, good. Because before that, you was looking crazy. And like Sutton said, you need an audience. That's what she was telling Crystal. Crystal said, do you think there'll be any resolve? And she was like, no, it's up to her. It's up to her. I'm done. I'm done trying to say sorry. You should have been done 2 sorries ago. You should have been done. She said, it's on her. It's not on me anymore. She said they were talking about your eating disorder. She was like, oh yeah, Lisa told me, right? So Lisa got to Crystal first to tell her that they did talk about her eating disorder. And she says, and how they were like, we want you to get help and this and that. And that's not normal for people. I forgot what she was saying. But Sutton was looking like, girl, is that what Lisa told you? Because from my vantage point, from my perspective, it wasn't coming off as being concerned. It was coming off judgmental. She was like, judgmental about my eating disorder? She was like, yeah. So what did you guys think? Did you guys think that it was gossip? They were just, or do you feel like they were concerned? Right? So were they concerned when they were talking? Now, I'm trying to remember, because the way that Erika brought it up, it seemed like she was concerned. Dorit seemed like she's concerned. I want to say Lisa seems like she's concerned too, but Lisa, you a stone cold hearted bitch. What she said that people think she's a cold hearted bitch. I don't know. Y'all let me know what you think. Do you think that they were speaking in concern of, because that's one thing I always say. People talk about their friends when they're not around, but it's how you're talking about them, especially if you're talking about something that they're going through. Are you reveling in their, unhappiness or their current valley right now or whatever they're going through? Are you reveling in that? Or are you coming from a place of concern, right? Because people talk about each other and people talk about each other all the time. It's just what is the conversation? And the way I saw it is Erika seemed concerned and Dorit seemed concerned. I'll say they seem concerned. So Sutton is saying they're judgmental. And I think maybe she's saying they're judgmental because, now I'm just adding to this, because they're like saying she needs to get help. She has money. Why hasn't she got help yet? But I'm the same way. But we know how, mental illness and eating disorders, we know when it's like a resistance to go get help. But for me, like we said on that review, she's talking about it more, so that might be the pathway to getting help, right? It's like little by little. And then we see Crystal next week like crying to Rob about them kind of, trying to push her to go to get help. And she's like, I kind of feel like they're pushing me or something like that. And she was crying. I think they should stop. Is a concern, but stop trying to push her to go get help. And now I'm trying to think about Garcelle and Erika's situation. Because is Garcelle concerned? I think Garcelle is concerned. And I love that Garcelle said, I don't need to make you look stupid or make you look bad. You doing that by yourself. Don't try to put that on me, sister. Don't try to put that on me, sister. I can't wait for next week. So she said, yeah, I hate that my vulnerability is met with judgment. I still struggle. And she says asking her why she hasn't gotten help is insensitive. I think it is. I'm trying to think because I'm trying to see, like, is it like you haven't gotten help yet? Why haven't you gotten help? I don't think I could say something like that to somebody. I think as I've grown, my approach to like things where you see someone is struggling with something and they're not like ready to talk about it, you kind of have to ease your way into those things, I think. But asking somebody, why haven't you gotten help yet? You have money, you have access, you have resources. With something like this, right? Like we were talking about Anila. You have money, access to resources. Monique Samuels, you can go get help. But like in a situation like this, you see how they're like you could say the same thing to different scenarios and one not apply. In this case, like you have access to resources. Why aren't you going to rehab? Why aren't you going to, figure out how to get your eating disorder? I think it's a little different. What do you guys think? Let me know. Is it not different at all? Asher sitting down at the piano singing. Diana is watching him at the steps. She's watching him. She says she loves when he forgets she's in the house and he starts practicing his music or whatever. And she's just like, really like, I don't know, like, okay, I'm going to say it. It seemed like when she was sitting on the chair, it seemed like, okay, when she was sitting on the stairs, and then she started describing Asher, like how he's been on Broadway since he was a kid, and she was like, he's a child. All I can think about was an older woman sucking the life force out of like Hansel and Gretel. I thought about Hansel and Gretel. I thought about her, and then when she's always licking her lips, I was just like, Erika, forget about it. Because why would she say first he's a child? Like we love, childlike youthfulness. We love that in adults. I always say, don't forget who you were when you were a child. Don't forget your childhood. Don't forget who you were. Don't forget the child. Don't forget the child. Don't forget the child. Don't forget the child. Just don't forget the child. But when she was like, he's a child, and then she was just looking at him and doing her lips, I was like, ugh. Like she got him in a cage in there playing music, and she's just sucking his life force out. Anyway, so they go outside to sit down and eat. They're eating lunch or whatever. And they had that big ass thing of caviar. Caviar is good. I haven't had caviar in a long time, but it's so good and salty and so good. I need to go buy some just on GP and some crackers. Yes, come on, caviar. Who? Oh, that like Kathy Hilton. I thought she was playing. I didn't know. I did not know caviar on top of a baked potato with creme fraiche on top of it was a thing. When she was doing that for Kyle, I thought she was playing around. That's like when I say Kathy Hilton knew what the fuck she was doing on Watch What Happens Live. Don't let that lady fool you. Don't let that lady fool you. Um, she wants to have another baby. She says she's going to wait until next year, till May of this, around this year. And she's going to try, they're going to start doing hormones again. And she wants her child to have a sibling. And I always think about when Rodney says, and I think about my life. When Rodney says it, he was like, you guys have babies and want to have siblings so your children can have siblings. And you don't know, they may grow up and not like each other, not talk to each other, like nothing with have any connection to each other. So do what you want to do, but that's not a guarantee, right? So anyways, that was Diana's little segment. Erika's over Kyle's house. They're doing like stretch therapy, which I love. Oh God, I love to stretch. I love to stretch. I do my yoga, honey, but I love to stretch. But it's so good. Like when you go get a Thai massage, they do all that stretching for you. That's what that reminds me of. Like when they say stretch therapy or whatever, it reminds me of a Thai massage, honey. They are contorting your body in all different ways. You stretching and everything. It's the best thing ever. Like they stretch you so much you have to wear clothes. Like usually in a massage you don't really wear clothes. I mean, if you don't want to or whatever, but in a Thai massage you have to wear clothes because they got your legs back and moving you to the side and stuff like that. It's the best. It's the best. So I was with Erika. She said she has a high tolerance for pain. She thinks she is what she say? What she says, she said that she loved pain. I don't know what she says. That's why she needs to be a dominatrix. She needs to go ahead and do that. She asked her about dating. She was like, it's more of a friendship. This guy, I guess that she's having sex with or whatever. She doesn't want to be in a relationship, I guess. She said he's older, not Tom older, but she likes older guys, so he is older than her. They start talking about Diana's party, and Garcelle brought up the drinking, and Erika said she doesn't have a problem. That's the thing. You may not have a problem, and here's where this is how it goes. No, Erika, you don't have a problem, but you are misusing prescription drugs and alcohol. And because of that combination that you're not supposed to put together, you have had several instances where you have acted out of character. So it's become a pattern, and you keep misusing it despite the label on the cover. I don't know if you think it's a conspiracy, but it shows that the combination has an effect on your behavior, and you've acted out of order. So it's a problem. You're trying to say you don't have a drinking problem, you don't have an addiction problem. Okay, fine. That's fine. But you're not using your prescriptions the right way, and you're mixing it with alcohol. You're not supposed to do it. Stop fucking playing. Nobody thinks you have a problem, girl, but you're not doing right by this, and you're not, and you're trying to make excuses. Okay? You always realize who your friends are in this moment, and it's not coming from a good place. So she doesn't think that Garcelle is coming from a good place. I don't know what she thinks. Oh, she thinks she's trying to make her look bad. And that's when Garcelle says, you're doing that fine on your own. You told my son, F you, or get the F out of here. You asked my other son, my married son, for a threesome. You told me to go piss on the new girl. You interrupted a performance of this professional singer at this Christmas party. You're trying to harmonize with him with your fucking cats in your throat? Absolutely not. Girl, you have a problem. So fix it before it gets worse or before you don't have a handle on it. That's another thing. And it's like no one else is saying anything. My thing would be like, are Kyle and the other bitches your friends? Because they're turning around saying she's just having a fucking good time. No, bitch, she's not. Until she says something to Mauricio, then we'll see. Or says something about your child, right? And then she said something to Crystal. Did she say something to Crystal about the chicken fingers? So everybody's getting it. I guess Kyle is the one that needs to be questioned. Is that your friend? Because she thinks it's, oh, guys, she's just unwinding and loosening up. From the story she's telling, she's over there loosening up on a dick. So I'm trying to figure out who's really concerned. Because they're just letting Erika do whatever. They don't see it's a problem. Garcelle does. She doesn't think it's coming from a good place. Girl, shut the fuck up. Shut up. So are you going to Dorit's Black and Gold party? That's when they started laughing about the name of the charity. It's an awful name. I said it. I don't care. I said I'm gonna say it. They didn't want to say it. They were laughing. Kyle was like, what's the name? She's like, it's what? Even Kathy was like, what's the name of the charity? Homeless, not toothless. It's like, it's almost like you want to do something nice for people, and it's like, but I really can't take you out of your circumstances. That's what it's like. Because after you're gonna have teeth now, so you're gonna be homeless with teeth. That's the transitional program. Girl, what? Homeless with teeth. Girl. They need to come up with another name. Y'all need to go back to the drawing board with that. Girl, what the fuck? Homeless, not toothless. Girl, get the fuck out of here. Anyway, so they're at Dorit's party. Dorit's dress is pretty. Her hair is pretty. PK is messing with the lights. Did you see when he turned the lights up? I was like, oh my God. Dorit was sitting at the table like, if you see, that's the fucking reason why I told you. He did that shit on purpose. PK did that shit on purpose. I was mortified. Like those lights came like, no. Turn the lights low, honey. Them lights were so bright. Why do the lights go up that high anyway, Dorit? I guess. The lights went up so high. I was like, turn the lights down. So they fussing about the lights. Kathy gets there with her friend Dwight. They show a clip of him pushing Ken in the pool. I was like, oh my God, why would he push him? I don't even remember that. I was like, why did he push him in a shallow pool like that? That old ass man. I would have beat his ass that day. You would have had to go. But anyways, he's not friends with them anymore, clearly. So they're there. Erika and Lisa show up. Lisa Rinna's dress is pretty. It is so pretty. Erika looks like a cheap hooker with her little fur coat on, her short ass dress, and her hooker shoes. That was the goal. She wanted to look like a cheap hooker. She did. She did with her Versace. Did she have her Versace stripper shoes on? Or what she say they were? I think she said they were Versace. PK brought Mauricio a Versace belt. They're best friends. They BFFs, keeping secrets and everything, honey. Buying gifts, keeping secrets. I love it. I love it. And you see, they love each other. They have their hands around. I do. Like, I do. There's a certain amount of affection that I'd love to see men show each other. I love it. I love it. I do. I love it. 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 So he's telling Mauricio and who was it? It was Mauricio and Erika. It was Mauricio and Erika. He telling them about his DUI story, and telling them how the cop asked him where was he coming from, and he was like, "I'm coming from dinner." And he said, "You were with dinner with who?" He said, "Lionel Richie and John Legend." He said, so the cop, I guess, figured he was getting smart, and he was like, so they took him in or whatever. Sutton shows up. Sutton came by herself. Garcelle showed up. Garcelle looked nice with her chains. I like the way her chain was like, one of them was like, I know it wasn't intentional, but the way it was coming over her boob, I thought it was cute. Erika's shoes. Yeah, Erika's short skirt. And did you see when Mauricio and PK were like, okay, you got to choose one of the women out of the women, but you can't choose either of our wives. And then Mauricio, I guess, didn't catch it. He was like, Dorit. He was like, no, 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 no. I said you can't pick any of the wives. And he was like, okay, 1, 2, 3. PK said Erika. And Mauricio said Lisa Rinna. I thought Mauricio was going to say Garcelle. I swear to God, I thought he was going to say Garcelle. I was like, Garcelle. He was like, Lisa. That bag of bones, girl. No, ma'am. I guess. I guess the body is more like comparable to I don't know. Lisa is a bitch too. I'm gonna get that all out. Anyway, so Dorit um is telling Garcelle that she wants to introduce her to this guy. He's just debonair and charming, and we're like, okay, so where is he? So he was supposed to come that night, Dorit said. Now, I don't know, is Dorit a liar? Have we caught Dorit in any lies? Because I was like, girl, because Erika said she was supposed to hook her up too, and still nothing. It's like, girl, who are these men? And then none of them are showing up. So I wonder if they're going to ask about it. Have any of them met the men that Dorit it wants to introduce them to? I was like, where is the guy anyway? Is Dorit a liar? You know, they be down on the blogs with them and stuff. So I don't know. They start to sit down. Sutton tells Garcelle, if Lisa's sitting next to me, move me or something like that. Move her or something like that. So they're all sitting around the table. Lisa is on the other side of, the table is in like a U shape, like a U. And they're across the table, so center is nothing in the middle or whatever. So they're talking across the table. It's a lot of space in between them. I didn't understand why they did that. Like, I just was like, Kyle brought it up. That's why I'm so glad when they was like, well, who? Well, you brought it up. No, Kyle brought it up. Miss Producer Pants. She brought it up. And her and Mauricio, they were loving it. Mauricio was even in it, the conversation. He was like, no, I don't know if he was high, probably high. Mauricio's ass. Raggedy ass. Erika said she's going to only have one drink, girl, whatever. Call the name of the charity. And Kathy said, what was the name? What was the name again? That name, girl. Fix that name. Did you see when Garcelle, did you hear the dentist next to Garcelle? I think he asked her how old she was or something like that. And he was like, black don't crack. She said, oh, no, I don't get Botox or anything. This is no Botox or nothing. He was like, black don't crack. She was like, yes, have some more to drink. He was a hoot. Kyle started asking what was going on. Rinna said it didn't happen like that. So they played it. So she did use the F word, but she didn't tell her to get the fuck out of my house. She told her, why don't you just leave? She told her, what'd she say? She said, she used the F word, but she did not say, get the fuck out of my house. So she was right about that. Cause I was like, okay, they played it. They played it several times too. I don't know why I didn't write it down. And Rinna said, I don't remember. She was like, I don't remember saying that. She was like, and everybody's like, yeah, you did. You were kind of vicious, but you were growling and snarling. You pulled a Erika Jane. You did. You pulled a Erika Jane at Kathy Hilton's. You growled at her. You cussed at her. You raised the voice. Yeah. You was out of order. She's like, but Sutton didn't leave. Bitch, when they said Sutton didn't leave, I hollered. Bitch, what? They're probably like, girl, don't leave. We need to finish shooting the scene. That was just Lisa acting for her audience, girl. Mauricio's instigating, right? He was like, no, that's not what you said. Mauricio, and don't you love, Kyle is never there, but she always is the one that be like, okay, so you said that she said, well, I was just trying to get the stories together. Girl, it's a mess. They yelling across the table. She said, you didn't say sorry to my husband or something like that. Something else about Harry. Sutton reads the text that she always, let me tell you something. We need a montage, Bravo, of how many times Sutton has to look in her phone to prove one of these bitches wrong. How many times? Y'all need to make a montage of that. Because every time we always see Sutton with her damn, she got to put her glasses on. She put her glasses on. She got her thing like this. She looking down, proving some bitch wrong on this fucking show. Because they be lying and overacting. And Sutton's the only non-actress on this show. I'm thinking. Who else doesn't act? Crystal. Crystal learned her acting skills growing up. No shade. She did. I love what Sutton was like, okay, well, great. We have your little rule book and Lisa Rinna's rule book, and this is the rule book, and it says do what Lisa Rinna says to do. And that's it. It's really short. Sutton is tired of y'all shit. She is tired of y'all shit. Crystal's like, oh my God. Everybody was looking, because they show everybody's faces. Everybody sitting around the table, they was looking like, girl. Crystal said one of her friends at the party was like, girl, what the fuck is happening? It's just Lisa acting. But I love that Sutton didn't back down. But when she started yelling, Sutton was like, Sutton will, act like, oh my God, I can't believe it. She's really yelling at me like that. No. She was like, we yelling back and forth across this table, bitch. You're not going to be able to holler at me like you done lost your damn mind. Not again. Not again. Why is it your problem, Garcelle? Garcelle said, it's not my problem. What did they say to Garcelle? Why is it your problem? They do not want Garcelle taken up for Sutton at all. At all. Lisa Rinna said when she gets an apology, she'll let it the fuck go. So I don't know who she wants another apology from, girl. Hang it up. Flat screen. Okay? Kyle, she's laughing behind Mauricio's back. She is loving. She was like, girl, I haven't been here. I'm back, bitch. I'm about to get some shit stirred the fuck up. Bitch, I'm back, okay? They tried to kill your favorite bitch.
These motherfuckers, I swear, they tried to kill your favorite bitch. They tried to fucking kill me. I'm not going down without a motherfucking fight.
That's what Kyle said. I'm back. Melissa Etheridge came out. Sutton was hollering. That was her first girl crush. Girl, they said they could sing "Come to My Window, I'll Be Home Soon." They were all excited. I don't know if Garcelle was excited. She was just looking like, y'all don't know that song? I was singing along too. I was like, okay, come on. They were very excited. So after that, Lisa, she tells Erika that her mom's stuff arrived, and it was pictures of her when she was little cute pictures, her mom. And a lot of people say that when their parents' stuff arrived to their house, they just like really literally break down after their parents die. I hear that story so many times. So Lisa Rinna had a breakdown, and she, apologized to Sutton. She was like, no, we're done with it. It's not you. I'm just really don't know how to deal with my, the death of my mom. I really haven't dealt with it. I look strong, but I'm not. And, I'm trying to do the best I can. I'm doing the best I can. I'm doing the best I can. I'm doing the best I can. She kept repeating herself. And she just broke down. Her dress was pretty, though, and her little bob. It was cute. It was cute. I wish she would have had bangs. I love a bob with bangs, honey. I love a bob with bangs. But anyways, yeah, so she broke down. I was like, good, I'm glad you broke down, because everything before that, girl, you look crazy as hell. So that, people now understand. They're hugging her. Kathy's crying. We don't know if those were real tears or just some saline drops that she got out of her purse. We don't know. Miss Practical Joker, Pee Wee Herman's Playhouse asked Kathy Hilton. Kathy Hilton is Pee Wee Herman. Paul Rubens. Shout out to Paul Rubens. Anyways, y'all, that was the end of the episode. That was it. I talked for 38 minutes. I feel like it wasn't that long. I didn't take that many notes. But anyways, hopefully it was comprehensive enough and you got the gist of what was going on the episode. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up on your way out. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Peace.